Lion, the king of the jungle. You know, the lion is the only big cat that lives in social groups called prides, sort of like a big family. In a pride, it's usually the female lions or lionesses who do most of the hunting, and, well, young male lions get kicked out of the pride when they grow up. They have to find their own. A lion's roar can be heard from up to 8 kilometers away. That's like yelling across a whole town, believe it or not. Louder than a rock concert, honestly. Lions rest for up to 20 hours a day. That's even more than most house cats. And get this, lions' night vision is 6 times better than a human's, so they're expert nighttime hunters. A lion's tongue is so rough it can actually lick meat right off bones. African elephant, the gentle giant. African elephants are the largest land animals on Earth. They use their trunks to pick up food, drink water, and even say hello. Their ears are shaped like the continent of Africa. Pretty cool, right? Their ears also work like built-in air conditioners. Flapping them cools their blood. Elephants have a special alarm rumble to warn their herd of danger. It's kind of like an animal text message. Elephants greet each other by wrapping trunks, just like a hug. Their feet are so sensitive they can actually feel distant thunder through the ground. Elephants use mud as sunscreen to protect their skin. And, believe it or not, elephants can smell water from up to 20 kilometers away. Oh, and baby elephants suck their trunks just like human babies suck their thumbs. Zebra, the striped wonder. No two zebras have the same stripes. They're kind of like animal fingerprints. Stripes help them stay cool by tricking the sunlight. Zebras sleep standing up and take turns keeping watch for predators. Their black and white stripes may even confuse lions when they run together in a herd. Baboon, the cheeky climber. Baboons have bright-colored bottoms that help them show they're part of the group. They have strong jaws and teeth almost as big as a lion's. Baboons groom each other to build friendships. Vervet monkeys are real jungle jokers, you know. These clever creatures have different alarm calls for eagles, snakes, and leopards. How cool is that? Their babies, well, they're actually born with blue faces and then turn grey as they grow up. And, oh, you'd better watch your lunch because vervet monkeys love to steal food from picnics and safaris. Now, let's talk about giraffes, the towering tasters of the animal kingdom. Giraffes are the tallest animals on Earth. Some can grow up to 6 meters tall. Even though their necks are super long, they still have just 7 neck bones, same as humans. Their tongues are blue-purple and can be over 45 centimeters long, just perfect for grabbing tasty leaves. Giraffes only need 5 to 30 minutes of sleep each day, which is wild. Baby giraffes are called calves, and they're already taller than most humans when they're born. A giraffe's heart is so strong it pumps blood all the way up its super long neck. And here's a fun fact. When giraffes walk, their legs move on the same side. Left, left, right, right. Their kick is so powerful it can knock out a lion, and they can run up to 60 kilometers per hour in short bursts. Meet the Nile crocodile, the sneaky swimmer of the rivers. These crocodiles can hold their breath underwater for up to 2 hours, which is just amazing. They can weigh over 1,000 kilograms. That's actually heavier than a small car. Often they float like logs, waiting super quietly to snap up their prey. Crocodiles have special see-through eyelids so they can see underwater, and they can go months without eating after a big meal. They don't chew their food, they swallow big chunks whole. And get this, crocs swallow stones to help them digest food. Some can live more than 100 years, and their teeth get replaced over 2,000 times during their life. Oh, and they often cry while eating, but don't worry, it's just from jaw pressure, not because they're sad. Cheetah, the fastest runner. Did you know cheetahs can run up to 110 kilometers per hour in just 3 seconds? That's actually faster than most sports cars. They're the fastest land animal on Earth. You might notice they have these black tear marks under their eyes, which help block sunlight and focus on their prey. And unlike other big cats, cheetahs can chirp, growl, hiss, and even purr, just like your pet cat at home. Oh, and their claws don't retract, so that gives them a better grip for all that speed. Plus, their long tail helps them balance and steer while they're chasing after something really fast. Warthog, the wild snorter. Warthogs are wild pigs with super wacky tusks and some pretty funny snorts. They actually kneel down on their front knees to munch on grass. And when they get scared, they'll run off with their tails sticking straight up, almost like little flags. Warthogs use their tusks to dig in the dirt and to defend themselves too. And believe it or not, they often sleep in holes made by other animals. Rhinoceros, the armored grazer. Rhinos have really thick skin, kind of like armor. A rhino's skin can be up to 5 centimeters thick, but it's still pretty sensitive. Their horns are made of keratin, the same stuff as your hair and nails. Rhinos absolutely love mud baths to cool down, and the mud works like sunscreen and bug spray to keep those pesky bugs away. Even though they look heavy, rhinos can actually run up to 50 kilometers per hour. And here's something cool. They communicate with each other using snorts, sneezes, and even poo piles called middens. The African rock python is known as the big squeezer. It's actually Africa's largest snake, and wow, it can grow to be more than 6 meters long. Instead of using venom, it wraps around its prey and gives it a really big squeeze. And believe it or not, this snake can swallow animals whole, even antelope. The hippopotamus is sometimes called the water tank. But here's something surprising. Hippos can't actually swim. They walk underwater, kind of like they're strolling on the moon. Most of the day they hang out in rivers and lakes to keep cool. Oh, and hippos can open their mouths nearly 180 degrees wide. That's almost like opening up a giant book. Safari ants are often called the marching army. These ants are also known as driver ants, and they move in huge armies of millions. They're so clever. They form living bridges with their bodies to cross over gaps. And get this, they're incredibly strong, able to carry things that are 50 times their own weight. The African bullfrog is known as the big boomer. It's one of the largest frogs in the world, about the size of a dinner plate. This frog can puff up and croak really loudly to scare predators away. Oh, and get this. Dads actually guard the tadpoles and may even dig channels to move them to new ponds. Males protect their tadpoles like tiny frog dads. They can even live underground for months during dry seasons, which is pretty impressive. The African grey parrot is often called the talking genius. It's one of the smartest birds in the world. Some can learn hundreds of words. These clever parrots can live up to 50 years or more, making them lifelong companions. And, these parrots use their feet like hands to hold food while they eat, which is just so cool. The leopard is known as the secret climber. Leopards can carry heavy prey up trees to keep it away from other animals. Their spots are called rosettes, and they help leopards blend into leafy shadows. They're mostly nocturnal and very hard to spot in the wild. Leopards are amazing climbers. They drag their prey up trees to hide it. They're super stealthy and mostly hunt at night using their silent paws. And did you know, some leopards are completely black? They're called black panthers. Chameleon, the color-changing lizard. Chameleons change colors not just to hide, but also to show how they're feeling, or even to adjust to the temperature. Their eyes can move separately, which means they can look in 2 directions at once. How cool is that? And they catch bugs using a super sticky tongue that shoots out just like a slingshot. African penguin, the beach bird. These penguins actually live on warm, sandy beaches, not icy places like you might expect. They're also called jackass penguins because, they bray just like donkeys. And get this, each one has black spots on their belly, and every penguin's pattern is totally unique. Zebra stripe safari. Zebras actually roll in dust to stay clean. It's like their own natural dust bath. Scientists think that those amazing stripes help keep pesky bugs away. And here's something amazing. A baby zebra can walk within 20 minutes of being born. Impala, the safari sprinter. Did you know impalas can leap over 3 meters high and 10 meters long? That's pretty amazing. When danger is near, they make snorting alarm sounds. And their white tail and special markings actually help the herd stay together when they're running. Cape buffalo, the boss of the bush. These animals are known as one of the big 5 safari animals, mostly because they're super strong and really tough. They always stick together in huge herds, protecting each other from predators. And believe it or not, they've even been known to chase lions away when they're threatened. Guinea fowl, the feathered fire alarm. These noisy birds are like nature's alarm system. They squawk loudly whenever predators are near. They often hang out with antelope, for safety in numbers. And their spotted feathers make them look just like little polka-dotted footballs. Alright, so the ostrich is the largest bird on Earth. And get this, it can't even fly! But don't worry, it makes up for it by being super speedy. It can run over 70 kilometers per hour. That's actually faster than a car in a school zone. Oh, and here's a fun fact. Its eyes are bigger than its brain. How wild is that? The secretary bird is known as the snake stomper. This tall bird stomps snakes with its powerful legs, super fast and honestly pretty deadly. It can fly, but most of the time it prefers to walk across grasslands like a total safari boss. Its name actually comes from those long black feathers that look just like old-timey pens tucked behind the ear. Lilac-breasted rollers are absolute safari stars with their amazing rainbow-coloured feathers. The leopard tortoise, the slow safari crawler, named after its spotted shell, just like a leopard's coat. It can live for over 75 years, which is pretty amazing. And, you know, it's actually one of the few tortoises that can swim when needed. Boomslang, the tree snake. Boomslang actually means tree snake in Afrikaans. It's got super big eyes and excellent vision for spotting prey. And wow, it's so light and agile, it can slither across twigs and leaves without even falling. So here are some other safari snakes facts. The black mamba is like one of the fastest snakes around, slithering up to 20 kilometers per hour. Many snakes, like the puff adder, blend into the ground so well that honestly they're almost invisible. Most African snakes are actually pretty shy and just avoid people. Oh, and the black mamba isn't just venomous, it can slither as fast as a bicycle. Puff adders rely on camouflage, staying totally still in the grass. Now let's talk about the dung beetle, the poop roller hero. Dung beetles navigate using the Milky Way in the night sky. Some roll poop into balls and bury it for food, or even as a nest for their eggs. They can actually clean up entire fields of poop way faster than humans with shovels. Here's something cool about other safari bugs. They're tiny but super tough. Dung beetles roll balls of poop that are bigger than themselves. How strong is that? In fact, they roll poop balls 50 times their weight. The Goliath beetle can grow as big as your hand, which is pretty amazing. Some safari ants build underground cities with thousands of rooms. They make these massive marching trails and work together as a team. And glowworms and fireflies light up the night, kind of like nature's own lanterns. Next up, safari tracks, animal footprint fun. You can actually track animals by their prints, like lion paws, elephant rounds, or zebra hooves. Some guides can even tell how old the track is, how fast the animal was moving, and what direction it went. Even tail drags and poop help experts figure out what's nearby.